It's just a bunch of hocus pocus. Silly Max. Hey y'all, this is Jamie. Welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to do the fourth video in my Disney series, which also happens to be day 29 of my 30-day makeup challenge. This is going to be a Pocahontas makeup tutorial. But before we get to that, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video. Also make sure to head on over to my Instagram account and follow me over there. Give this a thumbs up if you like this idea and would like to see more Disney makeup tutorials. And without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so like I said before, we are doing a Pocahontas makeup tutorial. Now, Pocahontas is the best Disney princess. Fight me on that one. She is my absolute favorite Disney princess, and yes, she is a Disney princess. Pocahontas came out when I was about 5 years old, which made me kind of the perfect age to latch on to this character. I watched this movie so much. I ended up watching it so much that it had to be hidden from me for a while so I could take a bit of a break. Today, as with all of my other Disney makeup tutorials, I'm not cosplaying as these characters. I'm not trying to look like these characters. I am just using colors from the movie and colors that the character wears or are associated with the character as inspiration for a makeup look. So with Pocahontas, that's more of the very warm tone, bronze, browns, and of course kind of that teal that's in her necklace. That's what I'm kind of going to be drawing from. So I'm going to bring you guys in a little bit closer and we're going to go ahead and get started. Alright, so we're going to get started with the eyes first, and I am going to actually use a product that I tried out in That I tried out in Wednesday's video. This is the Hard Candy Sheer in the Instant Eye Fix Under Eye Treatment. So I am going to go ahead and put this under my eyes. So this is actually only my second time using this, and I remember the first time thinking, use less, Jamie. And what did I do? I'm pretty sure I just used more. A little bit goes a long way. So honestly, the amount that I used for one eye, I probably could have used for both. Look at that. And then to prime my eyes, because I would definitely recommend with this look to prime the eyelids. That's just going to make all of the colors pop even more. So to prime the eyes, I'm going to use the same thing I use in almost all of my videos. This is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Full Coverage Concealer. And we're going to go on the eyelids. It always bothers me when people say we're going to go on the eyeballs. It's one of those small things, but several YouTubers that I watch say that they're going to put stuff on their eyeballs. I'm like, no, we're going to go on the eyelids, because the eyeballs, that would be dangerous. Although you can get your eyeballs tattooed. So I don't know, maybe soon enough we'll have makeup that we can put on our eyeballs. Alright, so we are primed, and actually something that I was going to do before I put on my eye makeup, I kind of forgot about because it's not part of my regular routine. So I know I have talked about many a times the fact that I need to try brow product because I have almost non-existent eyebrows. And they've actually gotten darker as I have aged. So I went ahead, it's a long story. It's actually not a long story. I bought a Revlon eyebrow pencil about 3 months ago. I tried it, didn't work. Most likely user error. So I looked for an auburn brow pencil or gel or whatever. Just something in auburn for redheads. What I thought was like the redhead shade. I tried a pencil by Revlon that was in the shade auburn. I tried it on. First of all, I don't think that I know how to apply eyebrow stuff. So that was probably problem number one. Second of all, it was just too dark of a shade. I don't know if it's just because I'm going from basically translucent brows to that, so maybe it was just too much of a difference for my eyes. And then I decided maybe it would be easier if I tried to use a brow gel instead of a brow pencil. Like, because I feel like with a brow pencil, that's just too much precision, and I don't have that precision right now. So, and I feel like with a brow gel or a brow mascara, it's a little more dummy proof. So I got the Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara. I got it actually in the shade Blondy Brow. So I got a blonde shade because first of all, it's really hard to find an auburn shade in brow products. But I decided to get blonde because I thought that that would be a little bit better of a shade for me, is to try the blonde, just to add a little bit of something to my brows so that they actually look like brows. And I'm just going to, I'm nervous. I'm just gonna brush it through my brows. Why am I acting like this is permanent? You can wipe it off if it doesn't work. There's a difference, right? All right, so here we have the finished product. I kind of like it. I've never really been able to see my brows this well because I feel like brows kind of top off a look, and in a lot of my makeup looks and my tutorials, I felt like something's been missing, and I feel like it is kind of something to like cap it off. I am going to be mainly using the BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival palette. I've actually done a tutorial with this palette before. I used these two shades up here. It was one of my first tutorials that I did on my channel. I will put that up in the cards if you would like to go see that. So now I am going to take a kind of fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to go into this shade right here. It is the shade Hippie. It's this orange shade. And I know it seems kind of loud, but it won't be like super bright orange when all is said and done. And I'm just gonna put that kind of as my transition shade, a little bit above the crease. So we're gonna mostly have kind of a like bronzy gold shade as kind of the focal point, but this is our transition shade. So this will only be showing a tiny little bit, kind of above, in between the lid and the brow bone. All right, so now I'm gonna go into this dark brown shade right here. It is called Hipster, and I'm gonna put that on the outer corner of my eyes, and we are going to kind of brush this down at a slant, at an angle, and kind of pat it in. So then once most of the product is off of your brush, we're going to take the rest of it and kind of go into the crease. It is getting increasingly darker outside, so it may be getting darker here. So our main all over the lid shade is going to be, I want it to be kind of like a bronzy gold color. So I'm going to use the shade Flash right here. And I'm initially going to use it with a brush, kind of just a flat shader brush. Alright, so if you are following along with this, if you like it as is, you can stick with that. While I was practicing this though, I wanted a tad bit more of a more gold bronzy shade. So I decided to hop into another BH Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. This is their collaboration with Carli Bybel, who is a beauty influencer here on YouTube. So this has 10 eyeshadows and 4 highlighters. So I really liked this shade a whole lot. I wouldn't be able to really wear it as a highlighter. I think it's a little too dark for me, but it is really pretty as an eyeshadow for me. So I'm gonna go in with that just actually on my finger. So then I'm gonna go in with my crease brush that we started with, and just to kind of clean up a little bit of that shimmer shade. And then I'm gonna dip into the shade Hippie one more time, the orange shade over here. Just a tad, like boop, and that's it. Just to kind of bring that out a little bit more since we lost a little bit of the orange. Oh, it's raining. Alright, so lastly, to highlight the brow bone and the inner corner, I'm going to go into the shade, this is back into the Weekend Festival palette, I'm going to go into the shade Trixie, which is this one down here. Alright, so then for the teal that represents her necklace that she is always wearing, I'm going to go first into, this is the shade Palooza, right here. And I'm just going to grab some of that on the tip of my brush. I am going to line the lower lash line with this shade. Alright, so then I am going to go in just to add a little bit of shimmer. I'm going to go into the shade Ultimate, which is basically Palooza, but it's a shimmery version of Palooza. Where am I going? This one right here. And I'm going to do basically the same thing, just to put a little bit of shimmer on top. I just wanted to kind of lay down that matte base first. So that is the eyeshadow all done. This is definitely out of my comfort zone, and I feel like I keep saying that, but I guess with every new thing that I try, it's out of my comfort zone, which is always a good thing. So now for eyeliner, I'm not gonna put any eyeliner on my lids. I tried that and I didn't really like the look of it. So I'm just gonna do my waterline and my tightline, because if you look at any pictures of Pocahontas, she has what looks to be eyeliner going all the way around her eyeball. So I'm gonna go like from inner corner, outer corner, all the way up top. This is the Avon True Color Glimmersticks eyeliner. Alright, so then we are going to add just a little bit of mascara. I'm using the same mascara I always use. It is the Doucce Punk Volumizer mascara. And then if you wanted to, you could add mascara to the lower lashes. I actually think that the mascara and the waterline is enough for me as far as down there. Alright, so we are going to move on to the rest of the face. I'm going to put on a little bit of primer. Because I consider Pocahontas to be all like bronzy, I'm going to put on my Dewy Photo Focus Face Primer from Wet n Wild. And now it's sunny, Georgia. And then to fill in my pores a little bit, I'm going to use the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. I have really bad pores on my nose, really large pores, like right on the tip of my nose right there. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on my nose. So then going into bronzer, I'm going to keep with my tried and true, the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Sunkissed. What a dual fiber kind of stippling brush does is it disperses the product more on your face rather than having a brush like this that just kind of puts it right there and you end up having to blend it out a lot. This one actually disperses the product on your face a little bit more. So I think especially if you're a beginner, I think it's great to have a brush like this. All right, so for my blush, I am going to be using the NYX Beauty School Dropout eyeshadow. It's actually more than just an eyeshadow palette. We've got eyeshadows right here, and then face products right here, so blush, bronzer, and highlight. So I'm going to go into the face side, and we're going to be using, she looks like she's got blush on her cheeks, but I wanted to use more of a natural, like not really a pinky blush, but not really a peach blush, so I wanted to use something that's a little more natural. So I'm going to be using this shade right here. It's more of a nude shade. Actually, I'm going to skip out on highlighter because I feel like I got enough of an effect from my Dewy face primer. So the last thing to do is the lips. So this is the NYX Lip Lingerie in the shade Ruffle Trim. Alright, so this is the final look for our Pocahontas makeup tutorial. What do you think sound off below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Alright y'all, so that is it for today's video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And if you liked this video and would like to see more Disney character tutorials, then please give this a thumbs up. Also, make sure that you subscribe to my channel before you leave and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video. Starting in October, every Wednesday, I will be uploading a new Halloween tutorial. These are not going to be like super artistic and avant-garde. These are just going to be kind of simple, easy things that you can do for Halloween this year, and most of them will be redheads. So all of y'all redheads out there who have a hard time finding Halloween ideas with your natural hair without having to put on a wig, stay tuned this October. Like I said, every Wednesday in October I will be doing a new Halloween tutorial. This Wednesday we are starting off with Miss Lucille Ball from I Love Lucy. So definitely hit that notification bell and subscribe so you can see when I upload that video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all in my next one. Bye y'all.